Today is day 2 of match day at DANDORA Stadium, and it's been a great opportunity to watch some of the best under 17, under 19 talent in Nairobi. It's been a really good experience so far. Some very strong players, and hopefully we'll be welcoming some of them to our academy. Some of the boys will hopefully join us on a gap year program to come and study at the same time as developing their football skills. Some of them might be willing and keen to come for school and actually finish off their high schooling, and then others might come over for a 3 to 6 month period to have an assessment and see the level that they're at. So we've been going for 18 months in Cape Town, and we're part of the broader Fleetwood Town group with academies in Dubai and the UK as well. So yeah, looking forward to today's match day and hopefully identifying a few more players who can come to South Africa and develop their skills.
I'm trying to share with you, man. Magaju.
There's about 12 guys or so that we're wanting to chat to now about opportunities, but the opportunity is out there for other guys as well. If you want to come and train, play a gap year there or play a 2 or 3 month period, let us give you a good assessment. You're also welcome to apply. All the boys here that we saw this week, their attitude, the work rate, we would love to have any of you here. All right. Obviously those guys that we see later, we're going to discuss in a bit more detail, but if any of you want to chat to me about coming at a later stage, just contact Coach Kim and he'll put you in touch with me directly. All right. I have 3 overall thoughts just on the football in general. Sometimes you play into pressure. So you'll have 4 or 5 guys around you and you're still trying to play to get it forward. Instead of just saying, okay, let's take our time, play it back, recycle again, go back to the defenders, go back to the keeper, restart. Sometimes it's hard to keep possession when we're so rushed to get into the attacking third, and in the attacking third we're so rushed to get a shot off. So sometimes you can just look for your man, play the safe pass, and the whole idea of your possession is to try and manipulate the opposition out of shape. When the opposition is out of shape, that's when you can pull the trigger and go forward. But sometimes we're trying to go forward too quickly and the opposition is already ready for you. They've got their defenders lined up, everybody's marching a man, but you're still trying to get it through them. You wait until you've got out of shape or you've got a bit of an overload and then do it. So that's the first one, is patience, and linked to the second one, sometimes playing into pressure. If there's too many people around you, get it away. You know, if you're 2-on-3, you don't want to play in that area. You agree? If it's 2-on-3, go back, go across, switch it. And then the third thing is just the pressing. I found that, and this is a difficult one because you guys obviously don't play as a team, so it's harder to say. But if one person is pressing, that's not a press, that's just a waste of energy. Okay? If you're going to press, you all need to press. You can't have even one person sitting off and not doing his job, means there's a space. And so both teams, both days, there was lots and lots of situations of one striker and one winger trying to press, but others sitting back. And that just creates so much space. You're literally just wasting your energy doing that. And it's very frustrating for the guys that are pressing. So like I said, not a massive criticism because you're not playing as a team, and I'm sure if you're playing as a team, you discuss that tactically. But if you're not doing that, then probably trying to play a high press, if you're the only guy doing it, you're really just wasting your energy. Although it obviously does show us as scouts that you are prepared to put in the work, so it's not a bad thing to do in a trial game. It would be good to have you there. We live in a beautiful part of the world too, and it would be good to have you there and show you around with some of the other boys we have with us from East Africa. Coach Kim, thank you for hosting me, and good luck, boys.
The reason why this academy exists is so that we can give guys like you opportunities. I was blessed enough to have a career in football that showed me the world, and I believe that these experiences can be given to other people. It's only that we need to know how to go about them and how to access them. So this event that we have had, that is ending tomorrow, was part of that, trying to give you guys access to these kinds of opportunities. And there's about, I believe, 8 to 9 guys who have been selected so far from the experience. Those guys you'll receive, some of you have already received emails. Please check your email if you have received an email. And then make sure that if you haven't received it, that your parent may be the one with the email. So make sure you ask your parent or whoever you put on the form whether they've received an email, because those meetings need to happen before Mike goes back tomorrow. He travels tomorrow. So some of those meetings need to happen this evening so that your parents are aware of what exactly is happening and how they can help you. So if you have not been selected from this trial, it does not mean that you're a bad player. I want to make that clear. It does not mean that you don't know how to play football. It's just like any test in any subject. If you do mathematics, whatever subject you do, just because you fail one test doesn't mean you're bad at that subject, does it? It's a process. It takes time. And I know some of you guys with social media and everything, you're sold a dream that you believe you're going to come to one trial and then Arteta is going to be sitting there and then he'll watch you and then take you to England. Life doesn't happen that way. So you don't get your dream job when you finish high school. That doesn't happen for anybody unless you are 1 in a million. Does that make sense? So our responsibility is just to get you guys to the next step in your career. If you go from here to Cape Town to playing there for 6 months, 1 year, wherever, then maybe you go playing in the 3rd division, and maybe you go somewhere else, then maybe you go somewhere else. Eventually, you might get to Arsenal. I don't know. That's difficult to predict now. It's possible. It's not impossible, but it's going to be a journey. Does that make sense? So even this is part of that journey. Some of you, it's a matter of time. The truth is, how many guys here have been playing 6 times per week since January? Raise your hand. If you've been playing 5, 6 times per week since January. So somebody in Europe is doing that. When you two meet, somebody in South Africa is doing that. When you two meet, it's going to be very difficult for you to do better than them. Don't you guys agree? So some of you need some time. You need a place that you can find where you can train 5, 6 times per week for a year plus. Does that make sense? That will get you to the best possible level that you can be. At that point, you can start to talk about international opportunities. Why you come to events like this? Understand? I don't want you guys to feel as if you've just come and you've spent money and nothing has happened. If you go to him and say, hey, I want to join your team, let me send you my CV and my highlight video. Trust me, you are in the top 1% of all of the players in our country. Because how many have that? How many can go to him and say that? You understand? So that's why we're playing a lot of matches, to try and make sure you guys get enough footage to where you can do that. Make sense? Okay, appreciate yourselves, guys. We meet tomorrow.